Hey, welcome back to the big house. I'm your host. Hey, it's been a long time. This is just a quick little intro, real quick, because as I was editing this podcast, I realized I'm breathing way too heavy into the microphone, so I apologize to that. But you're gonna hear that through I shit you not, the entire episode. But it is what it is. I'm human. I'm still working on the microphone stuff, okay? If it's too quiet, I'm sorry. Just turn the volume up. Do something. All right? There's only so much I can provide. This is a one it takes two to tango. I need my audience to help me out here too. Okay. Good lord. And by the way, have a great day. Welcome back to the big house. I'm your host. Hey, welcome back. All right. It's been a while. I know. Also, you're gonna be able to hear a fan through this entire episode, but that's okay. I'm also holding the microphone, so there's probably gonna be a lot of times where I get too loud. There's gonna be times where I get too quiet. Is that gonna be really annoying for you? Yes. Is it gonna be annoying for me too? A little bit, because you're not gonna watch the whole thing. Okay. Regardless, don't care. It makes me feel better to hold the microphone. I feel like I'm in control. But anyway, yeah, it's been a while. um, I've done a lot of things since the last podcast, so I'm gonna try to recall everything. It's gonna be a disaster. Um, yeah, it's also September 13th at the date of recording this. So it's starting to cool down a little bit, which is great. I'm sick of it being so hot all the time. Um, yeah, so it's starting to get a little colder. But not cold enough for me to wear a beanie right now, but it's also colder in my apartment cuz AC, you know? It's a thing. Um It's probably really loud when I breathe heavily in the mic, isn't it? Well, guess what? Your boy's nervous. It's been a while since he's been in front of a camera. Uh, I don't want to say anything too crazy, because then people I had a couple people talk to me about some of my podcasts, other things that I was talking about, and then I rewatched them. Terrible. I don't know why any of you like this shit. I really don't. But thank you for watching, though. If you're watching, thank you guys for watching. My voice is cracking like a little bitch. All right, sorry. Let me tone it down a little bit. I got a really cool hat on, okay? I like it, and it's a little bit colder in here. I say that as I'm showing my knee. This is how I sit, by the way. In case you were wondering, I wonder how Tate sits in his little apartment. Well, it's like this because it's cramped and there's no space, okay? This is how I get comfortable. I got no recliner on this chair, okay? This part reclines, but where am I supposed to put my feet, right? On the desk? I need to put my feet up here. There we go. Wait a minute. Okay. I was doing this as a joke. Now I actually kind of like it here. So I'm going to stay here. But anyway, yeah. So I got a new futon. You can see all my clothes on it. I got a bunch of clothes in the closet still. Because it cost me a lot of quarters to do laundry, okay? I can't just... I have to walk down... Can I get the frog out of my throat, please? What is going on here? Yeah, I have to take my laundry outside and then walk down the... Listen, dude. I'm such a white person because I'm complaining about doing laundry outside, right? It's not even outside. I have to go outside, take it down the freaking... The thing outside because it's not like an indoor... My apartment complex is like a fucking motel, okay? I go outside the door and then boom, fucking balcony, right? There's no no hallways for me to walk through. No indoor hallways. The stairwell's outside too, okay? Anyway, I have to take my clothes outside, down the outside hallway, whatever you call that, to another room by the other staircase that has the laundry in it. The fucking... sorry. I'm gonna try to limit my fucks, okay? That's the last one. I'm gonna try for that one to be the last one. Anyway. Yeah, so I take my laundry down there, and it takes a lot of quarters. And I don't know why, but there's one washing machine that takes more quarters than the other one. It's like okay, I'm just gonna do and there's only two of them in there. There's one that it costs like $250, and then the other one costs $175. Same laundry. I mean, I think in the $250 one you can hold a little bit more, but like, dude, really? That's what we're doing here? Extra 75 cents? I could be using that for my $1.75 for my next load, you know? Anyway, or my frickin' frickety frucker prick, dude, you know? Good lord. Sorry, I've had a lot of caffeine. I'm literally jumping in my seat right now. Where was I? Oh, yeah, so that's why I got, laundry back there, okay? Don't judge me. I'm human. I'm 21, okay? I'm still a kid. I'm figuring it out, right? I'm just now becoming an adult. But you're an adult at 18. Wrong. Not an adult at 18. If you're 18, sorry, dude, not an adult yet. Legally, you're an adult. I'm not even an adult yet, I don't feel like. I feel like a dumbass little kid. But anyway, I'm too harsh on myself. I do a lot of adult stuff, but I still think like a kid, you know? Like, I'm closer to 18 than, like, 30, right? Like, I'm still fresh, okay? I'm getting there. Give me some time. Anyway. So yeah, it's been a while, okay? How have you guys been doing? Where are my manners? How have you guys been? For me, I've been doing, okay? Nothing crazy, nothing drastic has changed, just besides the fact that I'm a new man. Because I do new man shit. You know what I did? I went from Springfield, Illinois, to St. Louis, to the Arch. And you know what I did? Get a load of this. Keep it in your pants. But listen, this is what I did. Went from Springfield, me and my brother, and my brother's buddy, and his brother. 4 of us, right? Brothers. Springfield, biked all the way to Alton on the Mississippi. With 85 miles. Pff, no big deal. No big deal. Went on the Mississippi, kayak 22 miles. I would say I'm something of a pimp, but that's for you to decide, you know? It was fun, though. It was terrible. All jokes aside, it was terrible. It was not fun. I'm probably not going to do it again. The guys that I went with, they keep talking about... I said as a joke. I was just kidding. As we were, like, getting close to being done, I was like, you know what we got to do now? Got to go from Springfield to New York. Got to go kayak to the fucking... To the... What's over there? Statue of Liberty. That's right. Said that as a joke, obviously. And then he goes, you know what? How about next summer, we go from Springfield to Chicago? I was like, I don't know if you know this, but me and my brother, our assholes are on fire from biking this far. And this was only 85 miles. You want me to bike almost 150 miles, 200, whatever it is? I don't even know. It was too much. It was more than what we had biked previously. Why would I want to do that? Sounds like a terrible time. I also just now realized that I'm wearing headphones, and I don't even know why. I can't hear myself in these. It's just comfortable, I guess. I'm gonna keep them on. Fuck you. Don't tell me what to do. Sorry, dude. I don't know. I'm a little bit all over the place. I'm a fucking mess, as they would say. Sorry, said I was gonna stop that. I'm trying, working on it. Teenager. Alright, not a teenager. It's a kid. I'm a kid. Dude, this has already gone off the rails. For anyone that's actually listening to this, I'm sorry, okay? I don't know, maybe you do find it funny. I find it a little funny sometimes, but like, let's be real, dude. For the most part, pretty cringe. And I'm gonna look at this years from now and be like, wow, that was pretty cringe. But you know what? That's an important thing in life. It's important to have growth like that, you know? Once you, because if I was to get older and I look back at myself and I was the same fucking person, I'm a waste of space. I didn't do nothing productive, right? Isn't that what humans are for? Humans are supposed to adapt, overcome, achieve, or whatever the fuck Bear Grylls said or whatever that one time. Something like that. But, so yeah, did the little triathlon thing. That was actually really fun. It wasn't fun in the moment. I mean, it was, but like way more painful than anything. But then Like looking back on it, it was great. It was a great time. It was good for you. I think people need a good challenge in life. I feel like because every time you overcome something that is a little out of the ordinary, out of your comfort zone. Personally, for me, I always feel great. I feel a lot better afterwards. I'm like, wow, we actually did that. Like actually going, we didn't. We went straight from Springfield all the way to St. Louis, like all the way to the arch. We literally went all the way up, got out of our kayaks, right up at the arch, climbed up the stairs, all touched it at the same time. It was great. It was a lot of fun. But dude, our tents were not what I was expecting. Um, it wasn't even a tent. It was a tube. It was a tube and a string. You had to tie your string to one little, one stick all the way to the other stick, and then you got a little tube. So there's no closing it. There's no keeping the nature from getting inside. You are one with nature with a little tube around you. I would have been better off just sleeping outside instead of getting there at like super late, and then already tired from bike riding. My asshole is literally burning. Literally burning. Like, oh fuck, there's smoke coming up my back. Like, dude, I don't know who makes bike seats, but I need to have a chat with that guy, okay? Because whenever I went to go purchase my bike seat, dude was really cool. He was super himself. Always love it, especially for like a small bike shop. Doesn't have a lot of customers in. Doesn't really need to be the most professional. I mean, for me personally, I don't believe in the whole like business suit fucking like. Honestly, in this day and age, I feel like the more authentic you are, not really putting up like a storefront. Like most people, if they were to purchase a store or whatever, and like sell goods or whatever, and they were like. So I worked at Chipotle for a little bit, right? And then whenever I would take like the customers' orders and stuff, I was like super over the top friendly, like, "Hi, how are you doing? What can I get started for you today?" type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like this guy had none of that. No bullshit. He was awesome. I walk in, he's like, "What's up, buddy?" I was like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "I'm just looking for he goes he's like, "What brings you here today?" I was like, "I'm just looking for a bike seat, need a new bike seat." And he was like, "What kind of bike you ride?" I was like, "I have no idea. My brother bought me the bike on Facebook Marketplace." So, he's like, "Okay." Gave me a little weird look, but I'm sure he deals with that all the time. New cyclist, new guy. So he's like, "All right, well, I got a couple seats for you here." He's like, "Most people come over here, they try to like thumb the seat," which he's like, "I don't even understand why they do that, because you can't, you don't really know what the seat's gonna be like until you actually sit on it." So he's like, "I don't know why people do that." And then as soon as he said that, I immediately started doing that right in front of his eyes. And then the look he gave me after that was even dirtier. Still a cool guy though. Like we had a little bit of funny haha. I was doing it to fuck with him. Anyway. He goes, so we got we got these small seats, we got these ones are the ones I personally like to use, we got the big ones, and then we got the big fucking ones. Said it just like that, to me, new shopper, he doesn't know who I am for real. I mean, he probably sees the beard and tattoo, and he's like, this guy's a little out there, surely he don't give a shit, or he just does that to everybody, because he's himself, and I respect the shit out of that. Anyway, he goes, "Yeah, they got the big ones, and then we got the big fucking ones." He's like, "Personally, I don't like the big fucking ones." I was like, "Okay." I was honestly looking for a big fucking one because my asshole hurts when I ride that bike. So I was like, surely, the bigger seat, more cushion, more comfort. That's usually, that's what my caveman brain could work up. Supposedly that's not the case. I don't know why. Something with surface area, some shit like that. Don't know. What I failed to know was that on our bike ride, the other brothers that we were with, they had suspension on their seat. So every time we're hitting bumps, their butts, they're riding comfortable. Me and my brother, not comfortable whatsoever. It was almost as if we had no seat at all, and that little metal tube was going straight inside of us every time we would sit down. That's what it felt like. I'm not even kidding. But so yeah, bike dude was cool. Whole trip was cool. It really was. It was fun, especially with kayaking on the Mississippi. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty nervous about it. Um, but it went smooth. It was fun. Uh, it, dude, it was draining. That's for sure. And I did complain a lot, and I feel bad for complaining to them. It was mostly on the kayaking part. Like the biking part wasn't too bad. There was a couple things that went wrong. My tire exploded. Um, yeah. So we probably had like 7 dogs chase us on the bike portion, and for the most part, it seemed like they were hunting for me. At first, they weren't. At first, they were hunting one of the other brothers. After like the second or third dog stopped chasing them, immediately started chasing me. Every single one of them after that started chasing me. Don't even know why. Just looked like an enemy, I guess. I'm usually the dog whisperer. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe they're just coming to say what's up to me. But anyway, we went past this last dog that we saw. Of course, it was the last dog that my tire pops. Spoiler. Last dog that we come by. The other 3 are in front of me, and we're kind of in a line on like a country road kind of thing, like loose gravel type shit. And I see a big German Shepherd run up to the guy in front, just like barking really loud. Huge German Shepherd. I was like, whoa, if that dog gets you, that's actually scary. Other ones were like, won't do much. I could probably take him. This one I could take it too, but like, it's gonna get me a little bit, and I don't want to get got at all. I would like to get past the dog, because we still got like 30, almost 40 miles left at this point. Like we were like halfway done or something. And so as the dog comes out in the street already, we're all on the left side, and the dog's in the middle of the street by the time that I get to it. I'm like, oh shit, he's looking directly at me. I'm on the left side. He starts coming towards the left. I was like, I'm gonna juke right and then go left. So that's what I did. I juked right, got his ass, dude. Broke his ankles, broke these fucking dog's ankles. He had no idea what happened. And then broke his ankles right, went left, started pedaling real hard to get past him, because that's what you do. Whenever you're running routes in football or whatever the fuck. I'm not even a football fan, but even I know that. Like basketball, pick and roll. You fucking poop and then whew, off you go. Then you're around. Then you score the points. Anyway, dog's in the middle, juked him right, broke his fucking ankles, went left, went off. All of a sudden, huge gunshot like pop, dude. I was like, that can't be good. We brought inner tubes, the inner, in case for you fellas that don't know, surely you guys know, but for the babies out there, I gotta let them know. I've been listening to a lot of Chris D'Elia's podcast, so if you see anything that sounds a little bit similar to him, I've probably binged like 30 of those episodes in the last week, okay? I've been listening to a lot of them. He's been cracking me up. But gunshot like pop. We brought inner tubes to put into our tire, because you got the inner tube that goes in the tire, which is what you fill that with air, and then the tires just like to protect that basically, and like that whatever. So yeah, don't know what I hit. Don't think I hit anything. I think the tire was just like it was due time for that thing to go. So the seams on the tire exploded. So I was like, that's actually worst case scenario, because I didn't bring an extra tire. Didn't think that would happen. I will learn for if I ever go on another biking trip again to bring tires just in case, because that was terrible. Because we were like 10 miles away from the closest Walmart, and who knows if they got tires. They should, but like, there's a random Walmart in the middle of nowhere. So the other 2 brothers that aren't me, and my brother stayed behind to I mean, I basically walked the thing. We did this little jerry rig thing where we freaking cut a piece of the inner tube and like put it on the side and then wrapped it with paracord to try to like get it to where it could have a little bit of air so I could still ride it at least a little bit for like 10 miles, like slow. Like I wouldn't be able to ride like we had been riding, but at least I would be able to ride and wouldn't have to walk the whole way. Well, it worked, but it wasn't amazing. So there was times where I didn't feel comfortable riding it because it started to like fall apart, and I was like, "We're fucked." But we're fricked. Sorry. Um, but yeah. So it was cool that it worked. I have a picture of it. I might be able to show you guys if I even feel like doing it or remember to do it. If not, sorry, you don't get to see it. Just picture it with your mind. But it was cool. It was fun. You know, you gotta love those little curveballs that are thrown at you. You know, like none of us expected my tire to literally explode, but it did, and we ended up, we overcame, and achieved, or whatever the fuck. That Bear Grylls said that one time. But it was great. It was a good time all around. Yeah. I got a lot of pictures. I might flash them on here real quick, like that maybe, or if not, then I just snapped and I looked really stupid. But that's just how we do it around here. That's just how we do it around here. I ain't playing no motherfucking games with you. Sorry, I don't know where that came from, but well, I'm not sorry. Fuck you. I'll be who I wanna be. You know, frick you, man. Oh goodness, what a train wreck. You know. I just picked up a can, didn't drink it, almost put it down. That's how nervous I am. That's how freaking nervous I am, man. Everyone trying to act all hard, acting like they cool and shit. Ain't no one cool unless you nervous around this shit, man. Sorry. I might cut that part out. That was really terrible. That was really cringy. Yeah, I need to stop doing that. But anyway, what else has happened? It's funny too, cause all this time that I haven't been doing anything for the podcast, I've like just throughout my daily life and stuff, I've been thinking of stuff. I'm like, oh, dude, that'd be great. Gotta keep that for the podcast. I never write it down. I need to start writing it down, right? I should start writing it down. Yeah. Yeah. That's just what I'd be saying all the time now. But yeah. So. Oh, Joe Rogan's new special. I have to talk about this for a second because a lot of people have been hating on Joe Rogan, and I can't stand for it. I really can't. I think Joe Rogan's a great person, and I think he makes really good comedies. And his podcast is amazing, obviously, too. No need to say that, you know. Oh, fucking Joe Rogan, you should go give him a listen. Everyone knows that it's a good podcast. His new special I thought was really funny. A lot of people I've been seeing a lot of YouTube videos specifically like breaking down why his comedy is terrible, and the comments are just all agreeing with it. And I don't understand it because I watched that special and I thought it was hilarious. Now, does he put on a kind of different demeanor when he's doing his stand-up comedy? Absolutely. Just like I am just rambling and rambling and rambling. But in, actuality, you might see me and I just might be like, hello, just like completely different, and he's put on a show, it's his version of stand-up. Like, if you don't like it, then don't like it. There's no reason to shit on it. The jokes in there were actually good material, but I don't know. That's just my opinion, I guess. But I mean, everyone just wants to fucking hate all the time, Everyone just wants to hate everything. Just pick it apart. It's everyone's opinion all the time, always, You go through the comments because you just want to see something funny, and there's always that fucking nasty comment that you see just under, not even necessarily your own shit. It's just over certain shit that you like, and you just want to see something funny, and then there's always that fucking negative Nancy just sitting there. That freaking negative Nancy sitting right there. Just that comment, and you can't help but see it. It's just like, oh, get that out of here, you know? No one wants to see that. Now it's different if you're given like actual constructive criticism, but like also who the frick are you to give constructive criticism to a stand-up comic that has a lot of success. He's got, I don't know, millions and millions and millions more than you, you know? Way more. But yeah, I think there's a severe problem, and I think it all correlated with or correlates with social media. I think social media has absolutely destroyed my generation in particular, and I'm not gonna say that I'm better than them. I've definitely left hate comments before. That's just being human, baby. But also, we need to stop. You know, it has to stop. We're doing it too much. Actually, maybe you know what? I might backtrack on that a little bit. Maybe the hate comments are good, but the problem is that there's so many people. There's some crazy fucks out there, dude. Crazy frickers out there, and sometimes they say they cross the line a little too far, you know. And what do you do about that? You know, freedom of speech, right? I am for the freedom of speech, but I also think that we as humans could be doing a little bit better to bring each other up rather than tear each other down, you know? I mean, I feel like everyone thinks that way. It's not like a brand new idea that I'm coming up with here either. This is like, isn't this what the majority of people want? Like we may have our disagreements on certain things, you know, politics, whatever. But at the end of the day, we all want world peace to some extent. I mean, not everybody. There's definitely a lot of crazy people out there, but also those times that you see people saying crazy shit like that, it could also be the same thing that you see, you know, or that you do. I'm not saying everybody does this, but for me in particular, myself, speaking on my behalf, sometimes I say a lot of shit that I don't mean, you know? Or I have an episode, you know, where I just start, you know, going off over nothing. That happens sometimes. We're all human. That happens. So maybe some of that stuff that you do see other people freaking out, whatever, that makes you feel that certain way that I was talking about earlier, maybe that's just them doing that, you know? Does that make sense? I don't even think I'm making sense. I'm starting to lose track of what I'm talking about. That's how you know it's not making any sense. Let me know if you followed that. I think I kind of stayed with it a little bit there, but now I'm gone now. I'm freaking gone. I told you, I lied to you guys. You're gonna have to forgive me. I need to slow it down a little bit. I feel like my brain is just going like this, and you guys are probably not enjoying it. And I'm sorry about that. Not really though. It's also my podcast, so you know. Oh goodness, what am I gonna do with myself? Oh, I've been playing a lot of multiverses. For those of you that don't know what that is, it is Warner Brothers. You know, the music, or not the music, the movie production company, right? Looney Tunes, shit like that. They got all kinds of stuff. They have their own version of Super Smash Bros. You know, the Nintendo game where all the Mario characters are beating ass. They have that, but for Warner Brothers now, and it's a little bit different. You know, they got a lot of pretty cool characters, and I think it's honestly the strongest Smash-like competitor out. It still is not perfect. It's still pretty terrible, actually. It's still pretty bad in the state that it's in. The reason I say it's still is because it came out in alpha, like a test version, basically. And it was not great then, and it's still not great now. Now that it has fully officially released. I will say it is a lot better. It's running on a better system, but there are certain things, certain little tweaks, you know, here and there. You know, whenever you like, whenever you're, what's a good example? Whenever like a TV show doesn't go the way that you want, like Game of Thrones, for instance, a lot of people hated the ending, and you just wish that you could like You just wish you could tweak that ending just a little bit. Everything else was great. Everything else was terrific, but just the ending there, which I guess that's not the greatest example because the ending is a big part. Like a finale is a big part of a show. It's almost the most important part, I'd say. You have the beginning and the end. That's the most important part of a show. But you see what I'm saying though. Like there's just little things in there that you wish you could change. Um, there's a lot of those little things in multiverses. I'm not gonna get into it because it's too many to mention. They need to fix their game. Because I've been, my friends are the victims of this rant that I've been going on for ages since I've started playing this game. Um, but it is a lot of fun. I have a lot of hope for it. I can see a lot of potential in it. They just need to work some shit out because I'll tell you one problem that the biggest problem I have with it is that all the new characters that come out far too broken, way too broken, too strong. Why you make your new characters too strong? I can't compete with people that are buying the new characters that I can't buy. It's pay to win. You want to have a pay to win game? I got shit on my microphone here. What is that? Little cat hair. Damn, I got a lot of cat hair on here. Sorry, that's probably a nightmare to listen to. Yeah, big problem with the game. They just added Samurai Jack. The cartoon show, kid show. If you don't, it's a good show. You should probably watch it. He's too strong. He's too strong. Why you make him too strong? He's really annoying. He has this one attack where he can just back up, slice you, back up, slice you, and it's kind of hard to dodge sometimes because he can just sit there and just keep getting you. And there's nothing you can do about it because if you try, he's just gonna keep doing it even better. That's how it works in that game. You keep getting comboed, you're gonna get comboed even harder. You gotta get out of the combo and then give your own combo. And if you fuck up your first punch to the combo, guess what, bud? You're still in the combo. Like, it's very painful. It feels like it gives you no time to punish for people that are just like spamming moves, which sometimes you catch yourself spamming moves too. You're like, shit, shouldn't have done that. But guess what? Then you get punished. But it feels like every time I do it, I never have enough time to punish. But it's also because I play a huge character. I play Iron Giant. Iron Giant's huge. He's like 3 times bigger than every other character. Why did they make a character that big in the game? I don't know. But it kind of works a little bit. They nerfed him to shit, so it kind of sucks. But he's also big, and he does a lot of damage when you do hit people. He's fun though. I like playing Iron Giant. And I would say I'm pretty good with him too. I think in 2v2s, I am. They have ranked now too. I think in 2v2s I'm gold 4, something like that. Not the greatest. I also don't play the game for very long because I get very mad. I get very mad and then I'll leave. I don't want to play. So each day I get on, I play for like maybe a couple games. Unless I'm really on one and I'm just winning back to back to back, I'll stay on for the winning streak, But a lot of times I'll get mad because it's not my fault that I'm losing. It's the game's fault, and I know it is. Sometimes it's my fault. I can understand that. Sometimes I'll still get angry and act out and blame the game. But there's a lot of times it's the game. I'm telling you. I'm not bullshitting. It's the game. The game is bogus. And my buddies know. They watch me stream it sometimes. They know what I'm talking about. So I know I'm not the only one saying this. But the reason I get self-conscious about me constantly complaining about the game and blaming the game is because I do it for every game. I do. When I do bad at a game, I blame the game every single time. I really do. And I'm sure it's very annoying. And I don't want to be an annoying person. But there's a lot of times, like, it got really bad when I was playing Rainbow Six Siege. Don't play the game anymore. I almost hate saying the name. I'm going to stop saying the name now. Because I'm very angry with that game. It used to be my favorite game of all time. And now it's terrible. They destroyed the game. People are like, oh no, dude, you don't even know what you're talking about. It's so much better. You got this new operator. Don't care. Not playing it. It's been terrible. They don't listen. They don't care about their fan base whatsoever, and that has been proven time and time again. They don't care about their fan base. Not even a little bit. They just care about that money, which is understandable. I would too if I was a greedy piece of shit. If I was a greedy piece of shit, I'd love money too. Yeah, I just can't with the gaming industry in general. Dude, if this nose doesn't stop itching right now and ruining my podcast, I'm gonna have a problem with it. Acting all tough like that, I'm gonna have a freaking problem with that. Don't freaking make me angry. I'm gonna have a problem with you. Gosh, dude, my nose really is upsetting me right now, though. All jokes aside, pissed off at the nose. Gosh, dude. And in case you're wondering, yes, I do itch my nose like that. I grab it like I'm pinching somebody, and then I freaking just pulsate. And it works. It makes me feel better. And then I give a couple, you know, give a little, I let the air going through my nose and itch the back of my nose. I can't explain it, but it helps. Do one of those, little double tap. How long have I been recording? 35 minutes? Dude, I feel like this is going to be terrible. I don't know how much more I can talk about. Pretty much nothing. Not that I don't want to, but I'm also kind of tired, and I feel like I need to take a shower and eat the Swiss roll right here, because I got some off-brand Swiss rolls, and I've been wanting to eat them. And you know what? I'm going to do it right now. I got these at Aldi's today. And if you know anything about Aldi's, you would know that everything that they sell is not quite what it seems. They sell a bunch of off-brand shit. But yeah, looks like a Swiss roll, you know? Looks like a normal, what is it, Miss Debbie? Little Debbie? Little Debbie Swiss rolls? Looks like them. I don't even know what the other Swiss rolls smell like, so I don't know what that would have done for me. But let's go ahead and try it. Tastes the same. Pretty much tastes the same. It's a little bit drier, but I could do that. I don't even know how much I bought these for. It's funny because I went to Aldi's so that I could buy cheaper food, but then I have a severe problem that whenever I'm shopping for food, I'm just like, I have this mindset of like, I'll just get whatever I want. It makes me happier that way. But also, don't take into account of how much money I'm actually spending, which I don't really go crazy on groceries anyway, but like, I could be being a little more proactive to be fiscally responsible. Look at me, I'm being an adult right now. But I have a severe problem where I just don't pay attention to any of the prices and just grab whatever. And I'm trying to fix that because that's not really a good way to live. It's good to know if you're getting, like, dude, I'm telling you, these Swiss rolls could have been $100. Would have bought them, you know? I really would have. I wouldn't have cared. I would have just saw the total and be like, oh, that's strange, $120. I only got Swiss rolls and eggs. And then would have bought it anyway. And I'm trying to stop doing that because I'm trying to be, like I said, more fiscally responsible. But yeah, I don't even know if those are much cheaper at all. I mean, I feel like they gotta be because they're not name brand. But like, what am I saving $1 or something on Swiss rolls? Like, I mean, they do taste the same, I guess. I think the original Swiss rolls are a little bit better, if I'm being honest. And that's where it's hard. That's where it's hard to be fiscally responsible because it's like, the $1's worth it, you know? It's a freaking $1, right? But I don't know. Maybe the $1 would save me, you know. It'd help me, you know, pay that extra $1 somewhere else later on in life. I don't know. Regardless, trying to buy cheaper food, so I'm gonna eat on the shitty side of food for a little bit. Which honestly, probably should have started out that way, because I just been eating whatever I want to, you know. And I can't really do that. Shouldn't do that anyway. Not even saying that, like, I don't make good money. Like, I do, but, like, also, as of lately, we haven't been getting a lot of work because of, you know, election year. And when it comes to construction, election year is always the worst, you know. That's just how it goes. Because it makes sense, especially if it's an election year where everyone's on their toes and the economy's not great. Our economy has been terrible, you know? It has been. Our economy has been terrible. Um, Everything is way more expensive than it used to be 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I mean, just in general, everything's raising in price. And, so yeah, naturally, a little bit broker, these days. But, not that I'm broke, but like, your boy's broke. uh, where am I going with this? I'm just broke, I guess. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just broke bitch, okay? That's why I'm trying to fill my time with this shit. Doing podcast. Doing a podcast. I do like doing the podcast. The podcast is fun. Lets me talk, lets me vent. It's actually good for me. It's good for me. Lets me, say things and have the idea in my head that people are listening, even though they're not. Or maybe you are, and if you are, that's great. That makes me feel better. It makes me feel nice to know that I can talk and people want to listen. What a bitch thing to say, dude. That was no, dude. It's not bad to feel good about that. You just saw a whole battle in my own brain right there, by the way. You're going to see a lot of that. There's going to be a lot of me just like, I got like 4 different voices in my head that just constantly, not actually, but like kind of, not crazy, but there's things. What else has been going on? Oh, Legend of Zelda. Been playing a lot of the new one, Tears of the Kingdom. I've been trying to 100% it, but I just called my buddy Nick today, and I told him that I'm not going to do it no more because me and him, he also played the game, and then he stopped playing too, but because like you can beat the game, but then also you can 100% the game where you do everything in the game, which is what I wanted to do, but I have come to realize I'm at like roughly like 60% of finishing the game. It's too much for me, and honestly not really worth it, so I'm not going to. Not that I don't love that game, because I really do. I really love that game. Not really worth it. So I'm not going to do it. And my brother's been wanting to play it because he's a big Zelda fan too. I'm a huge Zelda fan. I love Zelda. Also, have I showed... Oh, dude, my camera's out of focus. What's going on here? Have I showed my Master Sword yet? Hold on, guys. I don't think I have. If I have, you're going to see it again. Dude, look at this thing. I got a whole Master Sword right here, dude. And it comes out. Look at this thing, dude. Hell yeah. Got the whole Master Sword right here, dude. Isn't that freaking awesome? It's actually quality too. My mom got me this for Christmas. It's awesome. But anyway. I keep that by my bedside in case any intruders want to come fuck with me. You fuck with me, you fuck with the Master Sword, bitch. Sorry. Dude, I really am trying to stop cussing as much. I think I'm too far gone. Mostly because I want more people to be able to listen to this and not think of me as some disgusting pig that curses. Because personally for me, I like to curse, and I don't think that cursing... I've talked about this previously too. They're just words, right? But I do understand how, when people cuss up a storm sometimes, especially in public in front of kids and shit like that, I can understand where it's like, okay, dude, chill out a little bit. Like, you're being a disgusting pig. But I don't want people to think of me like that, so I'm trying to not do it as much. But it's gonna slip. It's gonna slip sometimes. Will I apologize for every single one? I don't know. Probably not, but So I will sometimes. Because I'm trying to better myself, you know? If you ain't trying to better yourself, then what are you even doing? You're just gonna be yourself, be the way you are forever? I don't think that's a good way to live. Who am I to judge though? I'm just a dumbass kid. I'm just a man kid, dude. I'm kid man. Man child. This has been a terrible disaster of a podcast. But I'm sure some of you will find fun, so it's whatever. And I'm gonna put it out regardless. And there's nothing you're gonna do about it. You're gonna sit here and watch it. You're gonna watch it all the way through, and then you're gonna comment at the end like "bazinga" or something like that, and it's gonna make me laugh a lot. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. I pretty much love you guys. Thank you for listening. If you did, if you didn't, still love you. Still do. I still love you. I was way too energetic today, and I apologize for that, but also, it was fun. I had a great time talking about nothing for 45 minutes. And, yeah. I'm going to try to get back into doing these, okay? Don't know how well that's going to go, you know, like sticking with the schedule, especially with work hours, whatever, yada, yada, yada. But now that I'm actually making this one, I actually sat down and did it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I was trying to do it last Sunday. I really was. But I don't know. I just couldn't think of any, like, I just don't want to do a boring podcast, you know. Because a lot of my other episodes, they're terrible poop shit, and I'm sorry for putting you guys through that. I think this one's probably a little bit better, even though I was rambling on and on about a whole bunch of nothing. Maybe it's still entertaining a little bit. Let me know. Let me know if you guys like this episode. Or don't care. Anyway, that's all. Okay? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace, guys. No, I'm not ending on peace, guys. Hold on. What was that? I'm keeping that in just so I can look at myself later on when I'm fucking not editing, but like, you know, a lot of times whenever I do these, I'll like go back through them just to listen and be like, was that good? Because whenever I'm in this and I'm just going and going and going, I don't know how to keep track of anything, so I don't know if it's even coherent, you know? But, yeah, the fact that, what did I just say? What was that? Peace, guys? Dude, fucking saw my head off. What is wrong with me? I'll see you guys later.